Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some Control. Alright, I don't actually know if I want to go this way. Because, yeah, let's... I guess we should get at least the next thing, and then we can go to Langston. But yeah, I almost think part of that whole... if the Bureau is split in Justice, I think it's supposed to be more analogous to, at the very least, a duality of and how they're being treated differently, and then how maybe one has a power for good and the other one doesn't, as a result of their upbringings, type shit. But I'm just so unconvinced that the board and the hiss are directly counter. Like, I know they're enemies, but I just don't think that that's the main thing. Work chat, dead dog. What's this? I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like straight up a deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. Been riding in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. Don't go whining. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. Alright. I mean, I guess anything can be a paranatural item. I almost feel like I have to listen to that Jesse conversation again. I don't know what that... maybe that is... I guess it would help me if I knew that the psychologist was a FBC plant or not, because those questions were very leading. Like they knew the background or something. Okay, shipping manifest Willow AWE. What was the Willow AWE? Oh god, there's so many at this point. Alright, a hollow sphere stone-like material, vitrified soil, blank, pieces of various sizes and color, animal carcasses, probably canine, rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials to go to the investigation sector for further analysis. Yeah. And it would be case files. Or yeah, fuck it. It'll come up again. There's a whole DLC for the investigation sector. I'm sure it'll be there. Alright, hold on. Let me listen to this a little bit more.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No, that's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing. This light projector...
Let me ask you this. As a
I'm
child,
actually now
did
mad
you
at
ever
the
fantasize
psychiatrist.
about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
I guess that part is probably telling of her parents, but then I wish I got to hear Jesse's full story because I feel like I could have maybe figured out something more from what she was saying. Because I would like to hear her full side of the ordinary projector story. I think we do get it at some point, though. I mean, she has said a lot about it already. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, nice try, bud.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates.
Pain
Experiments.
elevators made in
Very
USA.
different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or is all this, the house and being the director, just another cell?
A fascinating
Who's really
question.
in charge here?
The board is, Jesse. Didn't you listen to the Dark Disquiet song? About the puppeteers? You and Dylan are the puppets. I think. Let me say it with complete conviction and then question it immediately. We gotta cleanse the thing. No, but definitely the board is the one in control. No one in this building is in control of anything. Just the fact that the board is giving you the gun and it's like, you can have this, I guess. Like, already, you should.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
Maybe it. Well, that's why the other day we really looked at the Dark Disquiet lyrics that they so kindly left for us on the whiteboard while listening to the song. Okay, anything good? I should try to upgrade something. Hold on, where was that control point? Oh, do we have one of these? Yeah, just give me materials. Ooh, perfect. I can get charge upgrade. We got a new thing for that. Screw spin. I never used it in my life. Oh, we have better explosion. We can do better velocity. And then I might even, once I get to the other one, do explosion radius again, since that's apparently a thing. Get rid of that. Ooh, get rid of that. We could get rid of this. that elevator took us here. Is it a dead end? Or a secret? Ooh, with a thing. And a C's accelerator. What's this? Typewritten? Oh, typewritten page supplement. Hell yeah, let's go. Okay, the page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Oh my fucking god! I did not read, dude! Holy shit. Okay. Appendix. Text translated from the item. For 10 years I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. The hideous trap my every thought made real. Fear. Desire. How could I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? The thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion. Falls, haunting, wake. Light switch ocean too late, and the final sentence, you've been warned. Jesus Christ, so many things that are running through my brain right now. Because now I'm trying to think, okay, is this, with the whole mirror analogy, and Mr. Scratch probably being a mirror from Alan Wake, and this whole you've been warned thing, is this supposed to be Alan's moment of going too close to dark forces, and that Scratch is actually a warning of, like, if you go too far down this path, this is what you become. You become Mr. Scratch. Like the American Nightmare, Mr. Scratch type shit. Bright Falls haunting wake. Light switch ocean too late. You've been warned. Because at first it was like, well, maybe it's Alan scratching those out, but if those are scratching those out, why would he be warning the dark presence? Well, I don't know. I can't believe it came from the spiral door in the Ocean View Motel. That is insane, and I can't believe I missed that. It's gonna be huge in Alan Wake too, but like had I paid more attention in this, I would have seen it sooner. I was too locked in on Quantum Break loops, dude. Always sometimes too locked in on any concept. Holy shit though, what a discovery. Okay, wait, no, we just came from here. This is the correct direction. Alright, so now this is the start of Jesse's story, it would seem. We're at Ordinary, this turntable, which is apparently important. I think it's just like a little Sam Lake meme to put a bridge object in his game. It's just like one of those... Like that, and that could just be what the whole mirror stuff is too, but he does have implications that I've looked up before about the mirrors. So that's why I go a little bit harder on that one. Oh, there's a fucking spike down here. So I forgot to go back to Langston once I got to the control point, so I guess the next one, because I want to get through this area, not have to fight a bunch of bullshit again, if I don't have to. Burp, burp. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. We got some of these, some of these, some of those. Shield strength, shield cost, sea speed is useful, but I guess it is better than this. I am trying to use C's a lot more in this run. I feel like my energy does come back fast enough that I shouldn't be that annoyed. Alright, what do we have here? Work chat teeth. Oh, here's the teeth supplement. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
Yeah, I'm rotating right now, chill.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby. It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Yeah, I'm on it. Oh shit.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Dude, what's up there? Okay, now we're gonna head to Langston real fast. So I can wrap up that, which will give me some more upgrades. I genuinely thought all of the Alan Wake references were purely in the investigation sector DLC. I didn't realize he has like almost a whole floor to him dedicated to him in here. And that we had all of these texts. I thought I remember reading those in the DLC.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but that's a bit above my pay grade.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
It's not too bad, Jesse. We get to see all the
I'll
fun
see you
objects.
later, Langston.
I'll be. Numerous cell breaches at every level. These hiss things are a bad influence on my collection.
Alright, so now... Oh, well, first let's level up. Let's get this. Okay, now if we go to the upper Panopticon, I don't know if that... God, that's so fast. I don't remember if they're all here. Yeah, that's one we found, so now they all have their little place in the Panopticon. That's the fridge. There's the flamingo. Yeah, I'm not gonna... It doesn't seem like we get to any extra lore by walking over here. But it is cool that they go back to, like, their respective location in the cell. Alright, now where were we before? We're the turntable, South Transit Corridor. Okay, here we go. The Borderlands fridge. Wait, what is the Borderlands fridge? what's this? Ooh. It's another doorway or passage. I'm starting to get suspicious of some of these doorways, man. In pictures, specifically. All these threshold implications. Wait a minute. Oh, those are cables. I was like, wait, is this a smoke vending machine? I thought they were banned. Like, I know Trench is getting away with it, but a whole vending machine of them? Wait, so someone's really sneaking them. Oh, I dashed into the wall. That was close. I think there's two of them. I'm blasting myself a little bit here. Oh, just the one? I thought there was two for some reason. Yeah, like what is with this? Stop this. What are you up to, game? They're in the randomest places. Like there's like a fucking generator room. It's actually more suspicious too, because where are we? Exactly. North Transit Corridor. We're heading towards towards ordinary AWE area, says the objectives. What the hell's this? Oh, this is the airplane that the guy had the catalog in detail and look, disassemble and count every nut and bolt or whatever. Yeah, that sucks. This is quite a big plane to do that. Yeah, that would be awful. Now, what are you doing in here? Okay, we need one more. There's an elevator. The ordinary... Oh, I have to restore power. Okay. That makes sense. So it's like, wow, we can just head up there now, huh? That's why we're throwing shit at the wall. Probably go up this elevator and then we can press a button to open this. Alright, we're about to get the real second lore drop. The first one was P7. Now it's ordinary. And the slide projector. What are you doing here? Fuck you guys. Oh, it's one of these guys. Oh, whoa. He died quick. I don't understand what... Dude, that reflections actually I thought made this room bigger. Holy shit. Those guys, but yeah, those guys' health are such a toss-up. Sometimes I have to shoot them like 17 times in the head. Other times, like that one, I just shoot them once. Hello, sir. Airplane evaluation order. From Dr. Tan Hubert, or Hubert Tan. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of blank Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the blank AWE. See case file blank for details. It is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor of the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access blank. For more information on tunnel blank and links to urban legends centered around ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and something else, see file 412-4521. Plane's black box is currently being evaluated for something and something. Initial readings have been taken by a research team. No altered status has yet been detected. Something in Cincinnati. Not anything I can think of for an airplane involving Cincinnati is a thing. Alright, what is this? Ordinary AWE Stage 1A. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were a lot of dolls. Dylan Faden. Interview 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played it in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Faden, Therapy 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note. Likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom. Likely Tom Barlow missing. And his gang. Freddy. Note. Likely Frederick Bartwell missing. Hugo. Note. No one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation house. What if it's this house? What if the bureau is the house? And then... I mean, they would have to... the entity would have had to have existed a long time ago, though. This is 2002. The Bureau exists in, like, the 1960s. But it is strange that there is a designation house, and then... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Much like a lot of things in this game. I don't fucking know. I'm just guessing. But the house slide is missing.
You're listening to America Overnight.
Alright, just because of the hiss sounds, I'm
You're
gonna...
listening to America
get this one here.
Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows.
Alright, now this is like the Night Springs before Night
For staying with us,
Springs.
here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears,
The
yet
entire
the
town.
town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back. Celebrating 29 years.
Okay, so there's still an abduction somewhere else. Ordinary isn't even the first one. Ordinary summary. Okay, Ordinary Maine, AWE 24. So this is actually, if they're actually ordered in order, Alan Wake was AWE 35, so this would be 11 events before then. I mean, we can also just check the dates. I think it is later though. I'll double check. We know there's no need. I know Alan Wake is older, and these exist in somewhat. Well, I guess it. I'll check the dates. I'll check the dates in a second. Anyways, Ordinary Event Summary. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary caused by an object of power slide projector OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. A specific set of slides are used in the projector. The projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. COOP-15 case file and Darling presentations blank for details. Probably HRA. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived on site September 14th. AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when the agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interview and prime candidate program files. Right, false. Okay, here we go. Which is 35 and 2010. Okay, I wasn't misremembering the 2010. So yeah, this does predate that. So, I mean, in theory then, potentially, if all of the slide projector thing are dimensions, the control universe could have, hold on, wait, been the catalyst to threshold. No, it can't. Again, fuck, I keep forgetting about the goddamn 1960s and the 50s of control. Never mind.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture.
Right, I
urban
forgot about
legends.
this side of things.
But we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
Ordinary EWE Stage 4A. A projection, he says. Oh, we're missing a couple of these, 2 and 3. Okay, town proper witness testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from the town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog. But I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of things he didn't like being a boy. Wait, Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan Faden interviews. What the hell? Projector wouldn't turn off. That also makes me think of the dog that they found in the thing that the other dude was talking about. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide. We changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse Faden therapy session. The hand. She changed the slide to a hand, and that's probably where Polaris comes from. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Dylan Faden. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation dog Neil. I was also just in the middle of that realizing, what is that dog and the teeth? Because they're both found in the ordinary exhibit. The teeth are all the human remains from the people who are missing. And the dog is this Neil person. How the fuck did any of that happen? I'm missing 2 documents here that I kind of need. Right, oh, and then the altered world events. They were talking about how that, it's like, I was going to say it's called, maybe the theory is culturally significant events, but sometimes I think it's just like traumatic events, just like something of significance rather, not necessarily culturally. What the hell's this? Another document? Excuse me. Oh, stage 2, perfect. Okay. Sled Hill Cave, witness testimonies. After what happened at school, to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector, Dylan Faden. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. This is where the projector was. They were using the temple slide. We called it that. But it was really a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter. Or something very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies. Children? I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Jesse Faden therapy session. The temple slide. So is that the right side up pyramid then? Something very dark. Cause oh god, I hate that why they have to use the same fucking symbol for this stupid mirror reflection of dark pyramid, light pyramid. Just to fucking confuse me. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother. Because I can't even confirm. I mean, in theory, the former feels like it could be inverted triangle. But there was no triangle in its astral plane, only that it had a dark background and light would break through, but I couldn't see a pyramid of light anywhere was the problem. This one's implying that there's a whole slide for it. And that there's the not mother. Changing them into little monsters, which could imply that there's the hiss, and if it's the temple, that the temple hiss, like there was a slide dedicated to the hiss. But they don't know where that one is. So if that were the case, and Dr. Darling did open a doorway with the slide projector that let the hiss in, the hiss cannot be the other triangle. The only problem I have with this is, depending on which way you look at this stupid fucking slide, it could be the board. And they could be calling the not mother the board. Yet again, I don't fucking know. a lot of information. Because it does imply the corruption aspect in that at least these bullies were using the slide projector in that way. Okay, this is probably one I'm gonna... Well, if I can cleanse this, will it get rid of the hiss whispers?
Annual evaluation of
Okay.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe
ready?
the world
Nothing.
around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out.
True.
He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison.
I don't blame him.
Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next
So
number
just,
in the
mhm.
sequence 3,
Sure.
6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we
That's
had a
crazy.
friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I mean, can you blame him? Oh, wait, what did he do? What was that? A fucking laser sound, dude. Wait, pew? I've never heard a power in this game go pew. The hell was that? Also, can you really blame him, though? Like, how are you supposed to answer what day it is?
Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed
Like, how the
by
fuck is he
Dr.
supposed to know
Carla
with no calendar,
Vaughn. The
man?
questions asked
Even with the calendar, like, you're in a fucking concrete underground thing. I don't think I've seen a single clock, to be honest. Other than the room of clocks, but you know that's a different thing. All right, ordinary stage 1B. Second slide we called meadow, but it was really just a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. I didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Jesse Faden therapy session. Shack, phone line, meadows, and weeds. I mean, there's the meadows, in the first auto-visual thing where we chased away the forklift. I don't think that's enough. If anything, if any of the slide projector stuff relates to stuff going on in the house, I would think it would be more analogous to the mold, but that's incredibly a loose thread. That's probably not real at all. Okay, Neil was really into it. We found out he'd be coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it, says he faded in therapy. He thought Neil had gotten lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide. That's not what happened. Dylan. Extrapolate information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow. They only have one slide, right? What's the one slide they have? Oh, 4B. We went in and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn. Interesting. The world of fading in for the first fading in. The fade-ins. The world's fading in for the first time. Familiar yet, but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn out the projector. The dung monkeys and the not mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying and turned it off. They were gone. It was over. I took the slides and burned them. All except hand. Jesse Fade in Therapy Session 2012. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris. The whole being born or reborn thing keeps making me think that, like, they have memories of being together and that's when they talk about being like Jesse and Dylan. But then when they say she made us special, it felt like being born, reborn, the world fading in as they're the fade-in siblings. That makes me think when they encountered Polaris, they're one person, but now their memories are separated as two people. But I think maybe they were one person and then Polaris separated them for some reason. I guess once we get all of them, I need to scan through these again, because the way that they talk, I wonder if there's ever a time where Jesse and Dylan talk about like something, one of them doing something directly, and not like Jesse was always there for me because we were, or like Dylan was always there because they were the same person, and more so like, oh, and then like so and so beat them up and we stopped them type thing. Like it's something more tangible. That, because then I could disprove or back up that said theory. Hold on, I have it clear on my glasses. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the Panopticon.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Okay, hold on. I want to make sure we're not missing a file. No, it's just this and this.
Not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do? Leave it. Expand on that. It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real.
Dylan's crashing out. Hopefully they're down here. Maybe they just lead to more answers. Oh, yep. Oh, wow. Juice. Here, help me fight your grenade friend.
slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
It is where they keep it. Although, it's funny that they put, because this is obviously not the size of Ordinary. This is a small scale Ordinary. Did they think that would be the same? Okay, stage 3. How many others had gotten worse, scarier? The math teacher, Mr. Chester, tried to make them listen. They pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Mr. Chester, or Miss Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. Dylan Faden. That was a tipping point. It was the Lord of Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Knot Mother would make them all go away. He enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump and about everything. I remember wanting them gone like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all of the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Jesse Faden therapy session. Is it? Wait, hold on. Is this whole thing? Maybe I could fucking read Lord of Flies to figure out this shit. To figure out what analogy, if the whole thing of them disappearing them is like related to that. Alright, disappearance of the majority of Ordinary's population confirmed to be the result of the slide projector related AWE.
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature, not real. They got that right.
Yeah, maybe there's a huge Lord of Flies analogy that goes on here because most of the story is about when Jesse and Dylan were kids. And I guess without parents because they deleted them, but I guess that's probably why the psychiatrists, if they were an FBC plant, would be leading to those questions like why did they have such disdain for their parents? And then the other what the fuck, the radio call thing is to believe, and there was another case. Is there a link to like these Lords of Flies cases that happen? But then also, why are Jesse and Dylan specifically special other than using the hand?
Last time we talked. You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Oh,
Yes.
here we go.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Oh,
Jesse,
wait.
It
Similar
felt
to
more
Dylan.
real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused.
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know. exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
It's a very similar story to what happened with Dylan. Hold on. Where's the Dylan transcripts? 'Cause he also said that when in his thing that they were like, what the fuck? He's talking to nothing. Observation here. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Yeah, showing him stuff. So God damn it, why don't they give me the fucking timeline, dude? Because then, where's the... please tell me the ordinary stuff is here. Okay, cool. Do they have... Additional slide designation hand is verified and in Bureau possession. Okay, yes. So, okay, this is my theory now. I'm starting to piece it together. When they... I'm guessing that psychology interview and the transcript of Dylan happened at the same time. Dr. Darling must have opened the slide projector that has the hand, because that's the one that they own, and that's how Polaris got back out. But then, perhaps because whatever was with Polaris as well, which this all has to be separate from the board. So Polaris can't be the board, but maybe associated with it, potentially, because of the fractals. Then Polaris tried to get both Jesse and Dylan to help. Dylan refused and said, fuck that, I'm in this prison, what the fuck can I do? I'm here and they're showing me these things I can't do anything about. And then Jesse, being outside of Bureau, was like, I gotta go to New York and help him. But then since Dylan had the disdain for Polaris, then maybe the hiss was also released from the hand slide, and then he decided this is better because, like, the fucking Bureau doesn't care. Polaris wasn't here for X amount of years because of, like, when they closed the slide projector in the other part. Is it here? Or is it stage 4? Yeah, then I guess they recovered it from Jesse, or that it was just the one that wasn't burned. How did Jesse actually get away? They must have just like let her go.
By Thomas Zane?
Okay,
Yes.
but oh yeah, wait.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
Beyond the shadow you settle for is a miracle
looked for a lot.
illuminated.
If only I couldn't find any posts on that.
Is that beyond the board, or is that like the inverted pyramid type thing? And then there's also the I still have to work in. I guess the them being split doesn't necessarily disprove any of the Polaris being let out. Just that when they got split, maybe the yin and yang of the triangles got fucked. So he was like, "Fuck you, Polaris. You're the half of me that you split. The half that got split from Polaris was not the half that Dylan became, probably." Anyways, back to the ordinary supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden. See interviews blank and blank for relevant information. The obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that the accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims that there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found one intact slide, designation 36, the hand. and the burnt slides remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes: Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigating the containment sector. Yeah, this is where like I would need to go back to also the Dylan conversations we had about all the versions of Ordinary that he talks about that are either parallel realities or ones that existed. Who the fuck knows? The Ordinary dump.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Dump cessation of work order. With the order of Dr. Darling, all work here in the Ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the blank department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Come on, I know you're hiding more secret. You're hiding more secrets in here. Oh, hello. What is this? Junior operative. I'm gonna need your help. You still throwing it at me? Alright, fight him. Big mistake going by the wall. Search for Darling's lab, slide projector. Okay, I doubt they're gonna put a note there if I'm blowing up fucking everything. In here, however. Oh wait, this is the objective. Okay, hold on, hold on. Investigate more, investigate more. Oh, there's a button. Okay, maybe we'll do the objective first before we press that button. Document? Ooh, document, perfect. Globe supplement. Oh, okay, this thing. The altered item. Alright, the item was found in a penthouse suite at blank, Toronto, belonging to David Wolf. He was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including blank blank and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Is this supposed to be actually like a reference to what's his face in? Well, no, that would be is Toronto, not New York. Never mind, can't be. Okay. Supplementary materials. Article from Toronto Daily. Why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he's disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. I don't know though. They could have just changed it to Toronto just to throw me off. Because it does kind of sound a little bit like Vladimir Lem. Other than he's not a investment trader, but joining the Illuminati, Mr. Wolf. Although I don't know if he's supposed to be, because Jack Lupino would be more of probably of the quote-unquote Wolf character. I keep thinking it's Vladimir Lem, but I think I have the story of Max 2 backwards. And I think the part of that story is more in the first game, and I still have to replay more of 2 to figure it out. Well, I'm starting to understand 1 more. Alright, what do we got? Oh, this is where it gets spooked.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Finish Tango. Ooh. Okay, we're definitely doing more in a minute. Get rid of this. What the hell? Get your accuracy out of here. I don't need your accuracy. Okay, what multimedia? Dylan Fader.
Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we've contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it was just one person.
That's what I'm
so many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon.
This is back when he was just one person, he says. Well, I guess it depends on how you... fuck. There's 2 ways of looking at it. God damn it. This fucking duality game.
I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Because when he says back when he was just one person, that could imply that Dylan and Jesse split, and then that lends credence to Dylan's other phrase of like, do you think it's weird that Dylan and Jesse are both like, could be like the same name or whatever, and all that kind of stuff? It lends credence to that, but it also could be, because there's a lot of collective unconscious astral plane stuff, a lot of that going on with the hiss, it could be him referring to the hiss and the collective unconscious of the hiss have invaded Dylan, and he is not Dylan anymore, he is the hiss in Dylan's body. Hold on, I'm going to listen to that a little bit again, that especially the beginning. I might stop it halfway through.
Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we've contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it was just one person. So many
Back when
dead.
it was just one person, so many dead.
I thought his youth was an asset.
And his use was an asset. So many dead. Back when... I wish I could, like, rewind. Because that could imply everybody in Ordinary is dead. He knows for a fact that they killed everybody in Ordinary. It split this child in half, potentially, and then he thought because they were split and young that they could control him. Or figure
It's
out
too much too soon.
something. The other story is the hiss has invaded them. What does he pull off there? We can't really read it. And he looks like he crumples it up.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department.
Or maybe because also
Dimensional
he was
research
young,
in the
that's why
research
the hiss
sector.
invaded him, and he just
Transferring
said
the slide
fuck it.
projector there.
But by the time
That's where
he's
we're functioning now.
cracked,
The
well,
ordinary site remains
does he have
as is.
powers from the hiss
We'll be back to...
before he cracks, or is that like him normally?
I don't know when.
So many questions. Alright, we got a new hotline. From what? The scent from the board. You have heard wrong. Fake news. The board is A-OK intact. The rebel faction descent is former, fried. Okay, it is. Wait, the crisis purge is over. This is not a matter of worry for you. You can hang up now, please. I just don't know though if the former does not mean the hiss though. Okay, let's press this button. Containment chamber, A2 turntable. Oh, and this just opened up a shortcut. Perfect. Okay, what can I get? And more importantly, that I can get, that would be... Ooh, maybe this. And what missions? Is it just... Wait, this is DLC. The Dark Place. Okay, well either way, we're gonna call it there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.